Welcome back to the channel. Lovely old Subaru IMPREZA WRX. Absolutely lovely to have one of these things in. The original Gran Turismo. Now this thing's in because she's got a bit of an oil leak. Not uncommon. Uncommon on these boxer engines. We've had a quick look. Typical rocker cover gasket. I think it's going to want a pair realistically. It was only sort of dribbling down onto the exhaust on the offside, but on closer inspection the near side one is weeping as well, and also it looks like the cam seals, there's actually oil residue coming out from behind the cam covers, so that would suggest the cam seals, both sides. Potentially oil pressure switch, because there's quite a bit on the top, so we've blasted it all off and cleaned it down so it's fresh. We're going to take it for a road test, get it nice and warm and up to temperature under some normal driving conditions, and then we'll have a look back into it and see where the oil's coming from. And this would be rude not to have a quick sound check. Oi, noisy, you're ruining my video. The exhaust note on this thing, it has got a turbo back blitz exhaust system. Does sound quite nice and deep and rumbly. Right, take that up the road, give it a test in some normal driving conditions, come back and we'll have a look under the bonnet and see if we can see any more. Yeah, as we suspected, it's going to need some gaskets doing and some seals, so we'll speak to the customer and see where they want to go with it. And what have we here? As you can see from the outside, very nice example of this truck. As the outside is so nice, they want the underside doing nice flat black, essentially underguard treatment, nice flat black colour, so that the whole thing looks absolutely spot on. I personally wouldn't bother because it's very good condition under here. For an old Land Rover. Was that 12 years old? But she, you know, she's really good condition. So we're not trying to cover anything up. Just the customer just wants it all to look fresh and nice, which is fair enough. Let's have a quick scan round and then we'll get on prepping it. You know, as you can see, the chassis is absolutely lovely under here. Bit of surface rust, obviously, it's always going to happen, but as far as it all goes, yeah, bit of surface corrosion, and that's about it really. Yeah, lovely wheels. They may have been refurbed fairly recently, but all of it, the whole thing, it's, as far as it goes, it's very good condition. So we'll smarten it up and see how it looks after. Very nice. All nice and flat black. Blend it all in with the the theme of the rest of the vehicle, to be honest, because, you know, it has got the full like black interior and that with the grey, and the wheels set off quite nice. So whilst this is drying, this is coming on the ramp. Got a couple of bits to that. It's quite an interesting car. It's been on the channel before, if anyone who's been following along from the beginning. This was in one of our first couple of videos, I think. What a little beast. Race fan. That's something that we got for sale at a minute. It's a bit of a clean. It's a bit skanky in there. Very nice. Love the sound of those old V8s. She's on here because nothing major, just needs a suspension ball joint changing. We're gonna MOT it later on. I mean, it is MOT exempt, but the owner, he likes to keep it, you know, safe, make sure it's roadworthy. It's nothing too special, but don't often have too many of these come through the door. Half inch on the bottom, 9/16 on the top. that's that job done. Not like massive job, but you know, thought I'd show a bit of that. We'll go and MOT that later on. Next, back to the Defender. Get those rear discs and pads and shock absorbers changed. All the underside protection will be dry now. God, this one's stuck. I don't want to mark it up.
Oh yeah, didn't even think to put the socket on it.
Yeah. Well, it's a good start. Can't even get the cover off of the locking wheel nut. And it's still fighting. God dear.
Rust in it, that's what.
Hit the first snag already. There's no heads left on those caliper bolts. So we'll have to use extractor sockets on them, smash them on, ruin whatever's left of the heads anyway. But obviously, we can't do all that and then not have bolts to go back in it. Get hold of Land Rover specialist, see if they've got any. If they haven't, then obviously we can't do that today. Let's get these manky old shocks out.
On that, one bit.
Ooh. Wow! Look how pitted it is.
It's been parked in the sea or something.
Yeah. Pretty bad. Interested to see what this side's like. Yeah, it's pretty good. There she goes. Bye-bye. Bit of a awkward job that, but she's done now. She's gone. Quick road test, and that'll be that. The Subaru, if they want to go ahead with the bits, they're on order. Obviously, it's Subaru. They should be here by early point next week. Definitely feature doing that job because it's not, you know, it's not your run-of-the-mill thing that we usually have in here. So that'll be quite interesting to see. It won't be next week's video, I don't think. Might be the week after. I'll see how I get on with filming. Because right now, we haven't got any more work booked in for the next day and a half. If you've been following the channel for a while, what do you reckon that could mean? What needs sorting in here? Oh yeah, all that lot. And the ramps need to move. We need to set out the workstations. As you will have seen if you've been following along, very productive in here at the minute, clambering around this and that and the other. Obviously with this MOT ramp here. We've got a development with that. Very long-winded process. This MOT lane will bring more information on that once it's actually sorted. But there is potential, small chance, could be up and running MOTing by the end of May. We'll see what happens. But as for now, I've got this unit out and that will be in next week's video. So you'll be able to see what this place looks like, what we've been waffling on about for months on end, what's going to go where, this, that and the other. Let's actually get it done. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you find anything interesting in this video, we've got loads planned for the channel and the business. If you're new, if you've been following for a while, you'll know the score. And hit the old subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.